What is up, UTLR Live? I'm your host, LRS, here with the UTLR F2 Series. We are here in Silverstone for the penultimate race of the season. I am joined up in the booth, as always, by my best friend Nick and league owner Alex. Guys, we are down here in Silverstone, the spot of last season's incredible chaos. I'm going to start with Nick because he was the chaos. Nick, what do you expect from Silverstone?
Well, I'm expecting to keep all four tires on the ground this time. And if not, it'll be streamed again. So those watching my POV, welcome. I'm honestly expecting pretty intense race to say the least. This track, very fun with these F2 cars. The thing that's going to matter most is what we saw in the last race here, was tires, and tires are going to matter. You're going to have to pit later to have the fresher tires. It seems like the fresher tires really matter here most, kind of like Spain, similar to that track. So the fresher tires you have, the better it'll be. But yeah, that's something we'll have to see. So some tire strategies. Also, no weather really impacting. So it's a foot to the floor. Tomato, talk about points, has about a, let's say, okay lead over INF and Clean. Tomato would have to gain about, I believe, 11 points on just Clean to eliminate him from playoff contention. And if he wants to be INF, he's going to have to win the race and hope INF DNFs in both races, and then he'll clinch the championship tonight. If not, we'll go into Abu Dhabi next week. And Tomato's got to just hope he has a great race and a great sprint the next week. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a good last 2 weeks, Luke, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I want to ask Alex too, because Alex did not get to experience this race and the chaos it had last season. Alex, we're here, Silverstone. This is the most popular track on the F1 circuit besides Monaco. This is the birth race of F1, F2. This is their home track, the oldest track as well. What is your opinion of the track so far, based off of what you've seen?
Hang on, I'm finishing a hot lap.
Boy, mate, I was on a hot lap. We'll see what Alex could do. Nick, I'll ask you the same question while we wait. This is the most historic track on the Formula 1, Formula 2, F3, F4, all of them on their schedule. Because it's the oldest, it's the birthplace of the Formula Series. What is the significance of this track, and what do you think of the track's layout?
I mean, yeah, the significance of the track, I mean, you said it. I mean, it's just the history. This track, probably the most famous track, probably besides Monaco. It's probably the most famous track on the F1 circuit, obviously F2 cars. But to win here, it's probably the only crown jewel race we really attend, because we do not go to Monaco, because why the hell would we go to Monaco? But yeah, this is a crown jewel event. One of the very few that there is an F1. If you win here, it means a lot more than just a win. So, yeah, I mean, it means a lot to these drivers. I know Tomato's going to be one to watch tonight. And we'll see. I'm going to head out on my lap now, by the way.
Yeah, Alex finished his hot lap. I think he's going to run another one now. Purple first sector for Alex. Oh,
Nope,
but then
screwed it up.
overshot the corner.
Yep, I'll call it done.
So, Alex, first time on the track. What do you think of it?
That's not pit road.
Brother.
Alex just tried to pull down the old pit road on the backstretch.
Let me get back to safety first before I continue on.
Okay.
Where the hell is this thing at?
Oh, you're about halfway through the lap. You're still far away.
Oh. Still learning the track. I've been putting some laps
Cut the
down.
corner through there. Go straight. Both of the championship contenders are out on track right now, Tomato and Clean. And guess what? They're right next to each other. And, you know, we like to talk about rivalries in UTLR. Tomato and Clean are, you know, old friends. former teammates. But Nick, I'll ask you too. They've gotten together a lot this season, like quite a few times.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think we're gonna see more of it tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, Alex, you're in the pits. You're at a safe spot. What do you think of the track, its history, and what we could see out of tonight?
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go out again real quick because don't like my traction control was on medium and it's been on full all season long, and so the car was moving to the right a lot, so I didn't really like my run there. But real quick before I do go back out, it's definitely unique. It's definitely high pace and high speed, which I do like. I think it's going to create a lot of adversity throughout the field tonight. Watching, of course, the big main guys, Tomato, Clean, INF, as they continue on through this amazing season we've had so far. Coming down to the wire, though, like you were talking about, Tomato could come out here, the champion. He's just got to have a perfect race, and even the slightest mistake could make us go into Abu Dhabi next week, where we can have a championship race on our hands. So I'm excited for this one. I have a lot of confidence. I'm on controller tonight for the first time this season, so different set of skills for me to learn, different habitat and features I've got to figure out and learn as the race goes on. So I'm excited.
Yeah, well, good answer, Alex. Good luck out there. This track is historic. This is the first time I'm going to call this race with a voice. Last time we did it, I didn't have a voice.
Yeah, I remember
So,
that.
yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll see what happens. We only have 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Currently, Meso and Deport on the front row. That's obviously not going to stand for too long. We have Tomato halfway through his flying lap. Mason does improve. He is a second clear of Deport. Will that be enough to uphold Tomato and Clean's push lap? Don't think so. We'll see, though. Also want to mention, this is INF, Jack Farnhart's final race as a full-time driver in any league setting. And you guys heard his sad interview a couple of weeks ago. He's trying to go out on top. That would be great for him. Mason has retired the car. He is done. So we'll see what happens. Also, the Lions field goal kicker thinks that he's SP. He is trying to kick a 68-yard field goal, which would be an NFL record.
All right, Brandon Aubrey.
Let's see if he can do it. Here it goes. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is online, but it's short. No good. We have a minute and 30. Who's the pole pick, guys? Here comes Tomato around the corner. This could be it right here.
I think Clean might have a shot at it. I'm gonna thank Clean just because I don't want to see Tomato do another one.
Well, Clean goes into second place, 5/10 behind Tomato. Jay goes third, only a 10th behind Clean, and Nick is only a 10th behind them.
Very impressive for Nick and Jay both having good runs tonight. I think it could be a good opportunity for both those guys to have a solid run.
Bandit's up to 6th on his flying lap. We're going to watch second place in the championship as he comes into the second sector. That's INF. He has a great tow from one of his friends in front of him. That's Ovo. They're definitely talking to each other in a party, so we'll see what kind of tow he can get towards Cops and then through Maggots and Beckett's and down the old pit straight. We come into Maggots and Beckett's. INF has a purple first sector. He told me he doesn't have much confidence that he'll be able to beat Tomato or Clean tonight. And this Invicta in front of INF is a little slow right now. INF's all over him. He's going to get a run. The Invicta's probably going to have to move out of the way here. INF goes to the inside of him. This is going to compromise his lap a little bit. It's actually the Invicta does get out of the way. INF gets to run the line he wants. See what he can do.
Oh, I was trying to improve.
Oh!
ended
Obo
up
just
screwing
spun out
myself up.
INF. INF's going to start dead last. That is what you cannot do. 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Clean. Clean goes to the top over Tomato by 3/1000ths of a second.
Called it. Hell
Clean
yeah,
is going to take pole position by, 5/1000ths of a second over Tomato. And then Hunter third, Ryan Carlson fourth, Nick with a season best P5 starting spot.
We'll take that. It's a little better than what I thought. I didn't even have a toe on that lap. Just that last sector where they crashed into, I picked up 4/10 in that last corner. So that'll be a grid penalty or a quality ban for Ovo potentially. Ducky also never made it in. I just realized.
Yeah, Ducky never made it into the lobby. INF, who is second in the championship, is going to start 16th at the track he won at last season in his final start. Doc Nanner starts on pole for the sprint with Deport alongside him, guys.
That's going to be interesting.
Doc Nanner's on pole for the first time this season.
Oh my. Look at the gap between the top two guys. 5/1000ths of a second. Clean gets pole. Guess what? He picks up 2 bonus points. He closes into Tomato for that championship.
Like I talked about last week, Luke, points are everything. You're going to need them.
So that's 2 points right there for Clean. He's already 1 step ahead. That's very good.
That puts him now 19 points behind Tomato for the championship and only 2 points behind INF for second place. This is still wide open, guys. We saw what happened at Monza with Tomato getting wrecked in the feature. Clean could have taken advantage there. He didn't. So, this is something that could potentially happen. Let's do some quick picks. We'll start with Nick. Who's going to win the sprint?
Me. No, not me.
Great.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm gonna take Tomato.
Okay, Alex.
I'm going to take INF on this one. I don't think he's going to get the feature, but he'll get the sprint.
Last to first. I'm going to go bold, but I like the pace I saw. He said he had a lot more pace. For the sprint race, I'm going to pick Jay.
Ooh. I'm gonna
I
probably
almost went with Jay.
But it's okay.
Well, here we go. Good luck, guys. Here we come. The 5 red lights ahead of the penultimate sprint race of Season 2 of F2. The lights are on for a while, but they're out and we're underway. Doc Nanner's got a good jump, but then did not get the power down. There goes Bandit doing what INF did. Shades of INF in Season 1. Deport on the inside of Doc Nanner's, trying to take the lead. He does. Mason is trying to get second place from him. Everybody barreling in to Vale, and it's a little contact back there, and there goes Mason, too hard on the gas, he spins out. Nick started 6th, is 5th, now everybody else. That is Hunter around, he got spun, and Alex is involved too. Oh, and then another crash off to the left-hand side right there. I think that might be Clean. It was Clean, and Ryan Carlson. And it's Deport in the lead over Nick in second. Doc Nanner's third. Jay is fourth. Tomatoes up to fifth. INF started last. He's sixth. We come down the old pit straight and towards Cops Corner. This is where, in real life, there's been many problems, but nobody close enough to make a move, it looks like. Load broke with an issue. Oh! Bandit into the back of Ovo behind Alex. Front wings go flying. Into Maggots and Beckett's. This is where we saw that 3 wide incident last season in the sprint. And Alex, got to give a shout out to him, got through there the best of anybody, but his exit speed was poor, and Bandit's going to come at him. Tomato's missing the right front end plate on his car, by the way. That's going to slow him down a little bit. That gives everyone up front some hope. Actually, no, he has a full wing. INF gets by Doc Nanners. He's P5 now. Oh, and then is that Jay going off track or Nick maybe?
It was me. I saved it though.
Oh, and a big crash. Mason around. Clean is backwards. Mason is involved too. So is Alex. Noel Mighty has a 10-second time penalty for a severe collision with Alex, and Clean is out.
Yeah, I got some back end contact from Mighty there from Null. Maybe go around, but all good. Hard fight.
Tomato gets past Jay. He's up to third. Myth gets a 10-second penalty for contact with Nanners. Comes INF on Jay. These two battled in Season 1 a lot. Now they're battling for a 4th place position. Oh, contact for the lead between Nick and Deport. That opens the door for Tomato to go through. Nick's in third, side by side with INF going into Cop's corner. Nick's going to back out, let INF go through. INF
That's
way
Deport
wide.
Eddie, by the way.
Yeah, holding the lead pretty good. Obviously not going to hold it long because Tomato's coming with a run. He started in P9. He's P2. I'm more impressed with INF, to be honest. Oh, and the shout out for Deport didn't work good. Oh, comes back on in front of INF, almost hits him. Nick gets through to third, and now when DRS turns on at the end of this lap, it's going to be Tomato, INF, Nick, and Jay fighting for this lead. We have 2 10-second penalties, one for Myth, one for Null, and Clean is out of the race. So INF really needs to capitalize on Tomato right here.
Sorry, Jay.
Oh, we have a yellow. I think Doc Nanners has had an incident. He has. Into Vale. Contact maybe with Ogo or Myth. For third, Jay trying to go by Nick and does. And then Nick gives up a lot of time to let Jay through and almost lets Hunter through. They're going to lose the DRS to the leaders as well. We have a yellow somewhere. Oh, it's right here. It's Doc Nanners who's off in the grass. Very far off into the grass. I don't know how you get that far off. Must have had some type of contact.
Yeah, I
Maybe
passed
he
him. I
got
didn't
a
even
pilot's
see him.
license.
He was so far off the grass that I didn't even see him when I was passing him.
Yeah, I don't know how he got all the way over there. Oh, INF completely overshoots Cop's corner, but he does it to gain time on Tomato, which he does successfully. DRS is going to open for the winner here last season, and he's going to try and hound Tomato for some points, though it might not matter because INF did say this is his last race. If that's the case, he will not have a shot at the championship next week. Which Alex was mentioning pre-race. In my opinion, he should just race. You're in the championship battle, and now you have a chance to actually do it. It's only 1 week.
If he performs, if he goes out and performs tonight and closes the gap, I don't see him quitting. I don't see him letting it just go. If he has a shot at actually getting it, he's going to take it.
Heathen, who had to pit because of contact on the first lap, put on wet tires. That's a smart play, so he doesn't use his set for the feature.
Got a big battle for third here for the podium. Jay and HD going at it.
Yeah, and you know, those are the two most aggressive guys, yeah. We'll get spicy because, you know, Jay likes to race aggressive. Most of the time he does try to be clean. Hunter the same way. They try to be clean. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Is Jay going to run him wide here? No. They're side by side going to Cops. This is always going to prove to be a little chaotic. Oh, God. And you know Jay's not going to lift. Watch out, Nick. Oh! A little contact. Jay goes deep to try and get it. Hunter tries to cross him over. And Jay holds the spot, but Hunter's going to try and go side by side into Cops. Or, sorry, into Maggots and Beckett's. He doesn't. Good move by Jay.
Maybe HD's playing the DRS game here.
And here comes INF on Tomato for the lead. Has DRS on him, but not close enough to make a move, I don't think. No. Will this be close enough to make a move? Potentially. Will Jay leave the door open? No, he goes to the inside. Hunter's going to try and sweep around the outside. Ooh, Jay got loose. Hunter bumps him again and again. Almost spins himself out. That opens the door for Nick to pass Hunter. Probably a legal overtake. Shout out to Deport keeping up with this battle, by the way.
Yeah, he's been really fast this week. He was one of the guys that was going to say he was kind of split from the back half. He actually was running half decent times.
INF goes deep into Vale to try and close into Tomato. He is there. Mason has retired in the pit lane, so it will not be a safety car. DRS opens for INF, who struggled on the exit of Village as they come now into the corner. Oh, Tomato running wide there. Let's try and get into the corner better. Not really working good for him. The battle for the final point is going to be interesting because Ovo's in position.
Oh my god! We just wrecked each other!
And through goes SP! No,
That was crazy.
Oh, and then side by side into Cops. Hunter and Deport contact. Is anyone going to lift here? Hunter does lift. Deport doesn't know he's going to lift, and now they both run wide. Hunter runs Deport way off the track. What's that about? Heathen has retired in the pit lane. Actually, no, he hasn't. He's retired on track. Jay gets by Deport. Good move from him. Yeah, Heathen retired on the track. Somehow it was not a safety car. Safety cars refuse to come out in the sprint, guys. Last time we had a safety car in the sprint was that red flag, I think, at Baku.
Safety cars refuse to come out, period.
What'd you say, Nick?
Red flags are increased, by the way.
That could be interesting. Oh, we got a yellow around that section of Nick, Deport, Bandit. Oh, Bandit's around. He was battling with Jay. Oh, and then he got too hard on the gas right there and spun himself again. I'm not going to focus too much on that. That's embarrassing.
Smart.
INF is 2/10 closer to Tomato this time. Tomato keeps weaving. He needs to be careful weaving because we don't have a set penalty on it, but we could penalize for it. He weaves to the left, to the right. Got to be really careful with that. Hunter gets by Nick for third. They've broken away from Jay, so Nick's in a serious contention for third. The best finish for Prema this season is third by Nick and Jay. Jay's done it twice. I think Nick's done it once.
Yep.
They've dropped Deport, who's under fire from Noel and Myth. Battle for the lead's heating up a little bit. Tomato has to lift to not get in the grass right there. That's going to allow INF to gain time down the straight. Jay's closed in the DRS range of Nick and Hunter.
Trying to drop back, see if he got DRS. Did he get it?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, no, he didn't. He doesn't have it, but he's in range.
Okay.
He just has to be... Yeah, you don't have to worry about it till turn, like, 3 now. That green dot, so...
Okay.
Noel gets by Deport. For the lead, INF, who is the all-time winningest driver, by the way, in F2 history with 14 wins. He's trying to get 15. Oh, Tomato hit the bump really bad right there, almost upset the car. It's the best INF's gotten through the first section in a while. This track, I'm sure you've noticed it, Alex, has some really big red curves in specific spots, like really tall.
Trust me. Me and Outlaw are having... Oh. Me and Outlaw are having the best battles right now for 11th. And it's showing, but I've been recognizing these red bumps that have been kind of killing both of us.
I mean, yeah, you guys are side by side right now, battling for 10th, which is not going to be for a point. You probably wish it was.
I know, right? The one time that I actually am.
And, you know, you have a point this season. You got it in your first ever race at Australia, so...
Yeah, the first race of the season.
Yeah.
Haven't had one since.
Yeah, and you got it in the sprint and have never sniffed one since. INF's all over Tomato, and he could make a move here as we come into the corner. They're side by side for the lead. Tomato's going to try and hold it on the outside. They make contact, and INF is around. Tomato pulls away with that. Unreal. Looked like Tomato was going to wait for him, but then he just pulled away.
What happened there from your look?
Seems like INF was on the inside, and Tomato held it on the outside, and then INF just drove into the side of him, spun himself out.
Wow.
Battle for third is intense right now. INF's losing tons of time too. Tomato, because he doesn't have the DRS, so he's now 3.3 seconds behind. INF trying to close in, but he can't. He's losing more time, 3.5 seconds behind. Trying to see, have we updated the all-time winners, Alex, recently?
I believe they are updated. You can
Right.
correct me if you recognize that it's not, but I'm pretty sure they are.
Alright, let's see. They are not, but they're close enough.
We was missing last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And
And if I was behind, it'd be 1 week.
And when Tomato wins this sprint, which I'm almost positive he will, unless we have some miracle late safety car, it'll be his 8th career win, which would move him solely into second place over Clean. But he'll still be behind INF by about 6 wins. These two are having a really heated battle for second, by the way, in all-time wins. INF has 33. Tomato will have 33 when he wins this one. Nick's fallen out of DRS of Hunter. And nobody on the track is within DRS range of each other until now, where Loadbroke is in DRS of Alex.
I have bad set of corners right there. I don't care if it's for 11th or 10th or 15th. This is the toughest battle I've had all season, is with Loadbroke right here.
Oh, you went off the track and then he almost spun himself.
Like, I've
Now
not been
Doc-
able to shake him at all.
Doc Nanners gets by him, goes around the outside and takes the spot. Tomato, 4.8 seconds ahead of INF. He crosses the line. 2 laps to go for him. Yellow flag for one of the Invictas, I think. Maybe Myth slowing. Yeah, Myth slowing right there. Not too sure why. No tire issues. Maybe short on fuel. You know, we'll look into that contact between Tomato and INF that could result in a point swing. If there's a penalty for either of them, if there's a 5-second penalty for Tomato, it could move INF to the win. If there's a 5-second penalty for INF, it can move him down to third. Tomato's cooking right now through Maggots and Beckett's. INF now enters the corners. Ryan Carlson all over Jay, but he has that 10-second penalty for that crash at the start.
Which could be looked at too.
It definitely can. There's a big battle going on here for last. Doc Nanners, Alex Lodebroke all near each other. Alex leaves Nanners enough room. He backs out of it. Lodebroke's going to try and take advantage. Alex goes wide. Doc Nanners makes a little contact. Somehow keeps it straight. Final lap for Tomato. 3-second penalty for Ovo. Yellow in the third sector. Wouldn't surprise me if that might be Myth again. And it is Myth going extremely slowly. Not too sure why that's the case for him right now.
I don't think he realizes that it's not strict.
Tomato has half a lap to go to his 8th career win. This one in the sprint, which he's famously not good in, guys. If you remember correctly, Tomato is not good in the sprints. This is also not good news for Clean, who's going to finish plumb dead last in 16th. Tomato's going to gain 10 points on him. He's only going to gain 1 on INF. He's actually going to gain, 8 points on Clean, because remember, Clean got the pole for the feature. So it's not the biggest of shifts, but it's one that could prove to be championship winning for Tomato. And he's in the final corner, and he rounds the final corner, and he started in 9th, and he's going to finish first in the sprint at Silverstone. Tomato gets it done, 8th career win for him. INF in his final sprint is going to come home P2 after starting dead last. Alex's pick almost came true. It is Hunter, P3, good for him, and a great day for the Prema cars. Nick is going to get 4th place, and Jay is going to get 5th place. Ryan Carlson, with his 10-second penalty, falls behind Deport, who gets 6th. Great race for Deport. And that 10-second penalty for Ryan's going to get him 7th. Ovo crosses the line in 8th. Will he have enough to get the final point? We'll see as Myth crosses the line. And yes, Ovo gets the final point. There's a heated battle right here, if you want to call this, Nick, between Alex Nanners and Lodebroke.
Here, I'll call this finish. Doc Nanners takes the lead. Here comes Alex. Oh, he's spinning. What a save. Doc Nanners is going to get ahead of him, but does Lodebroke have any chance to get around Alex? Here he comes. He's looking. The inside, not going to happen. Alex is trying to kill Doc Nanners. He missed over Lodebroke's spins. Oh, what a finish.
Ernie Irving wins and Rusty spins.
I can't believe I got a P4. Hell yeah. I'm going to take a bathroom break. I didn't fly either.
Well, Alex, that P11 I think is your best finish since you got points, so.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that is the most heated out. Like I said earlier, I don't care what position for. That's the most heated battle I've been in quite some time. I just slipped up and Doc got to the outside of me, so. But solid racing between us three.
Tomato picks up 11 points, 2 points for Clean. If we're doing the math here, let me do the math really quick. Clean has 97. Plus 2 for his pole. He's at 99. Tomato has 117. Plus 11. He's at 128.
All right. I am back.
All right. INF picked up 8 points tonight. He had 101. He's now at 109. So Tomato has a 19-point lead. If something were to happen to INF and Clean in the feature race, Tomato still has a shot to pull this off, guys. He would have to win. They would have to not get any points, and he could claim the championship.
Comes down to it.
Well, we can finally get our picks in, guys, for the Silverstone feature race. Who are you going with after seeing that great sprint, actually?
Nato.
Oh, I'm gonna go with INF again. Solid performance bomb. He's gonna do it again.
I like the pick. I like what I saw with Clean snatching the pole. I'm going to pick Clean. He's going to keep the championship alive.
Now, Luke, I have a question for you. If you were these drivers, would you take the soft tires or would you take the hard tires to start? And then what would you finish with?
I would start on the hards and save the softs in case we get a late safety car.
I don't know what to do. It wants me to start on softs.
Well, you do what you think is best. It's your destiny.
We're going to have a lot of cloud cover later. I'm going to start on the softs.
All right, well, here we go. The penultimate feature race of the season is about to be underway. The 5 lights are on, the 5 lights are out. We are underway. Clean gets a good jump. Tomato got a better one than him, but Hunter also got a good restart, and here we come into the first corner. Oh, contact between Hunter and Tomato. Hunter gets by Tomato. He's up and into second place. You see the two Premas jockeying for position. A contact right there for second between Tomato and Hunter. Also back behind them, we have one car around. I think it's Loadbroke and Heathen who have made contact. But right now it is Clean, Hunter, and a Virtual. I think it was for the contact through here. You see a lot of wings through here. Nick, were you involved?
I had no damage, but I was willing to cause that. I got forced wide by Meso in that one corner, so when we went to that sharper corner, I had no room, hit the bump, went over the curb, and lost all my spots and spun everyone. On my stream, I clipped it.
A lot of people checking up for this Virtual. They don't know the pace that they should be going. The back half of the pack looks like to be a mess between Alex, Heathen, Myth, and Loadbroke. Also, Ryan Carlson got by Tomato, guys. Tomato's down to 4th after starting 2nd. Clean, who got the pole, has the lead. Hunter, who looked fast at the end of the sprint, is there. Drive-through for D-Port. No! He's in P5. He has a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Contact between Noel and Hunter. Noel has gotten an excellent restart. Here comes Tomato with a run at them. He cannot afford to be aggressive. They can afford to be aggressive in front of him, though. Oh, almost contact between the two of them. This could allow Clean to pull away. Could be the dream he wants. Ryan falls in behind them. D-Port comes in to serve his 10-second penalty. That allows Nanners, Jay, and Nick to pull through. Jay is missing his right front end plate. Nick has no damage. Neither does Nanners. For second, Hunter's holding up Ryan Carlson and Tomato right now as Clean has a 1.4 second lead over them.
Doc Nanners, top 5.
Yeah, he's low-key cooking right now, as the youngsters would say. INF's up to 10th after starting last. Alex is 11th. Nice job, Alex.
Thank you.
Oh, and makes contact with Myth right there. Jay gets by Doc Nanners. That opens the door for Nick to get by Doc Nanners. The two Premas working together to gain spots. Hunter has Ryan chasing him. He also has Tomato all over him. They've closed 2 tenths on Clean for the lead. If they don't battle and they stay in line, they'll have a shot to come back at Clean. This is what Clean wants. He wants to dominate this race. He wants to get the fastest lap. He wants to win. He wants to start on pole. He would close an extraordinary amount to Tomato, who's currently in 4th place and looking like he's struggling a little bit. I think Tomato went with the setting that allows you to have good straight line speed. He's really fast on Almighty as we go into the corner, and he swoops around the outside on Almighty as Ryan tried the move to keep it there on the inside. He couldn't, and now Tomato takes 3rd. Oh, and Ryan spins Tomato! A misjudgment. He got into the back of him and completely spun him out.
Wowzers, as INF would say.
Yeah, now they're 3 seconds behind them. Noel let Tomato go through, but just not what you want to see right there. Ryan with a misjudgment got into it. That was a weird sort of circumstance right there. I've never seen a car really spin like that. He barely touched the back of him, Nick, and he just completely lost it.
Yeah, if you run no traction control, that will happen. And that's exactly what Tomato runs. He runs no traction control. So yeah, if you get tapped, you're going around.
Now you guys have caught Noel Mighty for P4.
Did
He's
Noel
trying to
break his
keep up with
wing?
Tomato. No, nobody got damaged. Actually, Noel has no damage. Neither does Tomato, so yeah. They're both fine. Actually, sorry, Noel has no right front end plate.
Okay.
Hunter's closing on clean. He's 0.3 faster this lap so far. He's down to 1.3. Tomato with that half spin definitely hurt those tires, Nick, right?
Absolutely. Those tires are screaming right now, so he's going to struggle. We got a caution. Someone hit the wall.
Yeah, Ovo off the... Oh my god, and he almost killed INF. It was Ovo off in that one spot we saw that big accident last season.
Oh, INF's in the back still?
Yeah, he's in 9th.
Wow.
Tomato's close to 10th on this lap. Not what he wants to see, really. He's closing, but not enough right now. A safety car or anything would change this race right now. Nobody has penalties, and nobody is out. So there's still an opportunity for that to happen. This battle for 4th is heating up between Ryan, Jay, Nick, and Doc Nanners. They are all in DRS. Hunter's down to 1.30. Now it's falling a little bit. Now he's down to 1.2. So he has a shot. Tomato's closed a 10th of a second, another 10th, but still, he's definitely not happy with what has come out of his contact. Oh, we got a yellow. I think it's a load broke. It is load broke. Oh, he spun again. Nick gets by. Jay going into Cop's corner. He's up to 5th.
Jay just let me by. He knows I'm a little faster. Shout out, Jay.
We still have a yellow flag in that first sector's. Lobrook has not gotten going. Now he has. The yellow flag is gone. Hunter's 1.3 behind. Tomatoes 2.1 behind. Now Jay gets back by Nick. So I think they're trying to do that DRS slingshot back and forth to try and close. Not really working too well. Tomato is down to 1.9 now behind Hunter. Hunter needs to pick up the pace a little bit to get in DRS of clean to form a train if they want to keep Tomato behind. INF's in DRS of Bandit for 8th. Alex is in 13th, right with Deport. Nick has DRS on Jay. He'll definitely pass him here. Oh, Jay blocks to the inside. Nick goes to the outside and gets by Jay. Jay lets him through. Jay's trying to fight on the outside. Nick gets better traction in the middle of the corner. We'll take fifth.
Way into the grass.
Hunter is almost in DRS range of clean. He's 1.084 behind. Going into Maggots and Beckett's now in the middle of it. Tomato's close too. He's 1.5 behind.
God damn it, Jay! Stop doing this.
Oh, we got a yellow. Load broke around again. Hunter is within DRS range, and he falls out of it. He went deep to try and get there. He's close. Nick's the first to pit. Wants to try and undercut Ryan, maybe.
Correct, sir.
He's going to take off the mediums or the softs, and he's going to put on the hards. Seems like a long pit stop.
That was a pretty decent one.
Hey, guess what? Hunter has DRS on clean. He's closed in now. He's 7/10 behind. And Tomato, he's 1.4 seconds behind. This could be a detriment to him. Nick said it was going to be Tomato and clean head-to-head. Hunter is in between of that. It's a three-headed monster at the front of the field. They have a 10-second lead. That battle that was between Doc Nanners, Nick, and Jay has INF closing into it now. He's 1.6 seconds behind it. Nick has a massive gap of clean air just to push. We have a yellow. I think it might be right here between Mason and Deport. Yes, it is. Hunter is all over clean. They've checked each other up, and that allows Tomato to get under a second. Needs to be there. Oh, and Hunter's going to go with the aggressive undercut, and Tomato's going to come in with him. So they both pit before Clean, and Clean's at a massive disadvantage. He needs to get all the time out of this lap he can so he can pit next. Because No Mighty is in, Jay is in. Doc Nanners is the first to stay out with INF. There's shifting all over the track. INF's up to third with himself staying out. Nanners is second. Bandit is fourth. Hunter, Tomato, Jay, Ryan, and Myth are all going to come out around Nick. Here comes Hunter out ahead of Tomato. Jay is just now coming out of his box. Looks like Nick will undercut him. And Jay actually came out ahead of Ryan Carlson, who changed his front wing, so it did work for Nick, but it didn't get Nick actually ahead of Jay. He's way behind Jay. So, Clean's probably going to pit here. We need to watch Hunter, who has 2 seconds over Tomato, so he got a good pit exit, and he's so far having a good warm-up lap. Yellow flag, first sector. Looks like one of the Invictas. It's Myth or Ovo. It's Myth who is around. Ooh, INF off into the grass right there. Tomato trying to close in on Hunter. I think Clean's okay. We saw Jay staying out worked for his Nick, so we'll see how that works. Here comes Clean into the pit box. Takes off the soft tires, puts on the hard tires. Good pit stop. Car's down on the ground. Here he comes out. Bandit has chosen to come into the pits. Looks like Nanners and INF are going to stay out.
Now, look, is there anybody in the front of the field that is doing the opposite strategy, running soft strike on the second stint?
Running softs on the second stint? No. Everybody has switched to hards.
So nobody played the reverse strategy.
Clean comes out behind Hunter, but ahead of Tomato. But, I mean, he's right with Hunter, and Tomato's right with him, too. They're all in DRS of each other. INF takes the lead over Doc Nanners. Good pass by him.
I believe INF came in, too.
And, no, INF has not yet pitted,
Okay.
but right in front of them there's a car that is spun off. I think it's load broke again. He's just not having a good day.
Oh, it's Brent. I'll give him that.
He's almost a minute behind 15th place. And look at this. There's a battle right here between Heathen and Alex about to form up. That's definitely going to be something.
Oh yeah, he'll be mad at me for not moving out of the way soon enough or something. I just block him just for the fun of it real quick.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Mason and Mason and Deport racing right here for 11th. We have had no DNFs, so yeah. Doc Nanners gets back by INF by the way, for the lead. He's going to stay out again. INF's going to pit. Let's battle for what? Oh, y'all in the second sector. Could I maybe guess that that's between Alex and Heathen?
I don't know what happened to him. He got to my bumper and then I didn't see him.
Somebody's also spun right here. I think it's load broke. Yeah, it is load broke. Right around the leader is scary. What INF needs is a safety car. He wants to win in his final start. We have not had a safety car. We have not had even a virtual here in the feature. We had a virtual in the sprint, but that's about it.
Which comes as a shock compared to last year, Luke, when we saw utter chaos almost throughout the entire. I think we ran probably, I guess y'all, I wasn't here, but y'all ran more, I think, caution laps than we did green flag laps.
Exactly.
And here we barely even had caution. So, props to these guys. That shows a lot of hard work and dedication paying off on the track here.
And we have about 7 laps to go. The top 3 are what are going to be the top 3 are under a blanket. Doc Nanner still has to pit.
He's enjoying that lead. Or up there at least.
Yeah, Doc Nanner does have to pit. He is not yet pitted. First, second, and third under a blanket through Maggots and Beckett's. That's going to be something to watch. As Heathen's back now with Alex. We'll see how this plays out.
Round 2, come on, Heathen.
Alex said he didn't do anything to Heathen that time, and it's fun on his own.
Yeah, for the record, round 1, I had no clue where Bro disappeared to.
Doc Nanners does pit, so the leaders now cycle into their rightful spots. 1, 2, 3. As Clean has passed Hunter, he has taken the lead back, and we have 6 to go. We're on lap 10 of 15. Jay and Nick are going to be 4th and 5th again, so shout out to them. And I wonder how Hunter races Tomato here, because you know Hunter likes to be aggressive. There's been multiple times, Nick can attest to it, where Hunter has gotten aggressive with championship caliber drivers on the F1 side of things, and I guess you could say ruined their championship chances. I can think of 2 times, right, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
And here he is, being aggressive right here to the inside of Clean. Clean being one of the drivers he ruined the chances of. They make contact right there. Hunter gets loose. Tomato's on his inside, and Tomato hits him. They're getting aggressive, but they're keeping it straight. You know, Clean and Hunter are not the best of friends. I remember after last season of F1, shared some really friendly and nice words about each other.
Was that at Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
After Hunter wrecked Clean on the start at the start of the race, if you remember.
Yep.
When he was going to win the championship, IDF ended up winning that one.
Alright, so Luke, update, round 2 went to Heathen. We had some wheel contact, and he definitely damaged my right wing just a tad bit. Not too much, but a lot of contact, and he took off.
Well, an eye for an eye, maybe?
I think so.
Noel gets by Nick for what's going to be P5. Bandit and INF are side by side for P7. The top 3 are within 7 tenths of each other, so we have a battle, guys. This is going to get entertaining, Alex. We've seen it 7 times this season. A close finish has gone into the book. Could it be an 8th? I ask you every week.
What's the gap difference right now?
There's 8 tenths of a second between the top 3.
With 5 to go, coming to yeah, I think we're in for it. Go
With
ahead.
everything that's on the line.
With it being, let's see, with the stipulations of our closest in history being within 2 tenths, and we're within 8 with 5, I'd go ahead and just start marking it down.
Well, we're coming to 4.
We'll pencil in number 8, and we'll see how close it ends up being.
Yeah, and if you were to treat this like NASCAR, it's 5 to go, so cautions are off, allegedly, but haven't said that in a long time.
God, man.
But safety cars in this game do not turn off till 3 to go, so we still got a little while.
Or red flag.
Yeah.
5 to go, no more cautions.
Yeah. Hunter, now guys, they're within 5/10. The top 3 are within 5/10 of each other. This is gonna get crazy. We do have a yellow. That's Lodebroke who spun around. He needs to be careful not to re-enter the track in front of these cars right here. Looks like we might go safety car free here. It needs to happen this lap if we're gonna get one. Oh, Tomato off the track in the grass. Now runs wide. Needs to lock in.
This will be the first time in a couple weeks we've gone safety car free. I mean, we've had like virtuals, but we haven't had a green flag run in the feature.
Here comes Hunter with a run on clean for the lead. It's side by side between the two of them. Hunter's gonna take the top spot and put clean right in front of Tomato, and they make contact! Both sideways, both save it! Unbelievable save between the two of them, but they've now fallen out of DRS of Hunter. That was unbelievable, both of them with the save right there. That contact was completely caused by Tomato. Hunter has a 1.1 second lead. Clean needs to lock in right now. Now they're under a 10th. Hunter goes over the bump right there. Needs to be there at the detection point. He was. He's in DRS range again, and it'll close right back in. We got a yellow in the first sector. It's Lodebroke. It's not Lodebroke. He got a 10-second penalty for ignoring blue flag. The yellow was for Doc Nanners. Oh my goodness. The save, I can't wait to go back and you guys to see that. The save between Clean and Tomato, I had a great angle of it. I was in the broadcast angle instead of the onboard.
Ooh. That's going to be a shot.
We have 3 to go, and the 3 championship protagonists are in position to win this race.
It's going to be huge for Clean if he can win. Close that points down to Tomato.
If you remember too, Alex, in qualifying we talked about, and Nick, you could attest to this, we talked about Clean and Tomato getting into each other, and they did it again. So they're going to be teammates on the NASCAR side of things next year. They need to work on building a better bond.
What you talking about? Looked at as bonding.
Oh, literally.
They're just bonding themselves together.
Yeah, I would call that welding, but
Fair.
0.5 of a second between the top 3 again. Clean and Tomato have closed in. Hunter, who since he's gotten the lead, has lost a lot of time, maybe pushed a little too hard. Nick gets by Jay. They're battling for that top 5. Oh,
Sorry,
and
Jay.
Jay lost wing from that. Guys, we're in for another crazy finish after a really fun but green race. Coming to 2 to go. Clean has a run on Hunter. He's not close enough to make a move. Tomato also has a run, but he will not make a move. They're content being in a line, and they're content waiting.
It's going to come down that final corner if somebody makes a move.
And you know they can. This final corner doesn't have any like DRS or any opportunities, but it's one of those flowy corners where you can cause a switchback.
Oh, easily.
2 laps to go at the British Grand Prix. Who's going to capitalize? There's a great battle for the lead. There's a great battle for 5th. We got a yellow. That is, I don't know if it's Heathen or Nanners. It's one of them. Not going to switch off of it. This battle for the lead is eye-catching right now. Hunter has won 4 times in F2, more than his NASCAR side combined. You know, he likes his road courses. He's started to get better on them because his best friend INF has started to teach him the ways.
Clean's
Tomato's
become a
getting antsy.
really respectable guy over from NASCAR over to F2. A lot more respectable than he used to be, so props to him. He's doing really well tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Clean, it used to be a really aggressive driver. He was never, I mean, I'm not going to say he was never clean because there were clean opportunities for him. He was very aggressive and he didn't care how you felt. He's cleaned that up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Tomato's putting immense pressure on Clean. They're losing Hunter a little bit. They need to be careful that they don't lose him too much. As we come down the Wellington straight, Clean has an advantage right now over Tomato with a run at Hunter, but they're going to be single file coming into Vale and the final corner, coming to the last lap. You pick your favorite. It's going to be one of them, but who's it going to be? It's going to be Hunter? Is it going to be Clean? Is it going to be Tomato? 1 lap to go, and it's all come down to this. 15 laps, and these three have been in DRS of each other the entire time. Through their pit stops, too. They've made it work. Hunter got the undercut, and he's transferred it into the lead. But will he be able to hold on to the second place winningest driver Clean, or the soon-to-be second place winningest driver Tomato, if he could pull it off? Clean has fallen off of Hunter. Tomato has a run coming at him. Will Tomato go down the inside of Clean? Yes, he does. They're side by side for second. Tomato's going to back out of it. He's going to give Clean an opportunity to go at Hunter and potentially open the door for himself. Towards Cop's corner. There is no DRS through here. There could be. Mason has been disqualified for failing to use the required tire compound. We have one more opportunity of DRS, and Clean is there. Jay and Nick are fighting for 5th. Doc Nanners and Myth are fighting for the final point. Myth looking for a point in his first race. This is going to get crazy. Unlike last season, which saw INF win by 15 seconds, Hunter blocks Clean, and Hunter gets off into the grass with contact from Clean. Tomato's going to try and move through. Clean and Tomato, the championship rivals, are 1-2. Hunter bullies his way through second place. He's side by side with Tomato, and they're all going to try and send it to the corner. And Hunter just dumped Clean for the lead. Clean comes back on the track. Hunter takes the lead. Tomato comes through to second, and Hunter's going to win, but that is not going to stand.
Ooh. Oof. All I gotta say. Did not like the sound of that one.
Yeah, Hunter just full sent it into the corner and just sent Clean off the track.
And what's funny is I'm looking over the comments in the chat room, and I've got William in the chat room asking how he can join the league. Saying dirty bad drivers.
It is going to be 4th for Null, 5th for Nick, who beat Jay by less than a 10th. INF 7th in his final start. Ovo 8th. Bandit 9th. Myth picks up the final point in his first start. But that for Hunter is not going to stand. He threw a late block on Clean, wrecked himself, and then decided to wreck Clean into the final corner.
I know she's trying to give it his all after last week coming up short and felt like he should have won. But then we get to come into this race and pull a move like that.
Even Tomato is saying he doesn't want to win the race like that. That's just not... That's the second time that... Well, that's the third time I've seen HD wreck a championship contender when they're trying to win the championship. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. He likely will get disqualified from this race from that. Take himself out of championship contention while also taking Clean out of championship contention, because guess what? Tomato is going to win the race.
That's fair enough.
Well, I don't know how this one's going to be officiated because Tomato's saying he doesn't want to win the race that way, and Clean was the rightful winner. But if Hunter gets penalized, Tomato's in the place to win. So I don't know how that's going to work out. That'll be something to discuss. I don't even know who to interview because if Clean gets disqualified, that's going to move people in, or if Hunter gets disqualified, that's going to move different people into different spots. Noel will be on the podium, and what do you guys think?
I mean, just basically from the sounds of it, without even having to watch it, I'm not a fan of rewarding the driver that just really took him out. So I don't see why HD should be crowned the winner in the situation. No, he won't like it, but um, you have the guys that race clean. They're not even wanting to take that if they were to do that. So I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, Nick, who do you think we should be interviewing after this race? Because I would interview Hunter, but you know how he's a hothead, and I don't know if that's worth it. No. So they were going down that final straightaway, you know what I'm talking about, and then you make the hard right-handed corner. Clean had the DRS open. He moved to the left side, and Hunter blocked him and threw a late block after Clean made the move and pretty much put himself into the grass. And then he just came back onto the track and just coming into that last chicane before the finish line, just literally didn't even brake. Went full throttle into the back of Clean. And apparently, Tomato also got into Clean. So there's a few things to look at here.
Might be
I
the
do want to hear
best option.
I do want to hear people's thoughts. The person who was not really involved in anything that finished highest was Nick. No Mighty apparently got into J, and Nick's the highest one that's not involved in any type of controversy right now. I want to talk about. I'll talk about this on the air too. Hunter, there needs to be conversations about the way he races sometimes. It reminds me of Ross Chastain. Like we need to have a serious conversation about him, like they did in the NASCAR side of things. I've seen this multiple times. I've been at the front end of it multiple times. Null. All right. Well,
Well, HD is taking blame.
we're gonna end the stream here, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to UTLR Live and the F2 series. Next week we crown a champion. Sorry, we don't know who to tell you who is where right now. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. We'll figure this one out, and we will get back to you guys next weekend at Abu Dhabi. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you then.